All right, for the third video here, we're going to talk about the next presidential debate because they want to make it a virtual debate, and Trump is saying, yeah, I'm not doing that. It's a waste of my time. I don't want to do a virtual debate. If it's not going to be in person, then I'm not doing it. I'm just going to go hold a rally instead. They talked about, holding it back to October 22nd, so that way it could be in person, and then the third debate would be October 29th. So we'll kind of see what both sides say on the matter. From Fox News, Trump says he won't participate in virtual debate after CPD announces changes, not going to waste my time. Trump tells Fox Business Maria Bartiromo a virtual debate would be ridiculous. I mean, I kind of agree. I don't think you should be doing a virtual debate. That gives way too much leeway for both candidates to just do whatever they want. I mean, you can have teleprompters, whatever. It doesn't matter. Like, you can't have the virtual debate. No, that's a horrible idea. Don't do it, guys. It needs to be in person. Trump will be fine. They're saying Trump will have negative tests days and multiple times during the day and days before as well, before the debate. Like, you guys need to chill just a little, and I need to chill just a little too. Like, whatever. President Trump, in his first interview since his positive coronavirus test, told Fox Business Maria Bartiromo on Thursday that he will not participate in the next debate. Just minutes after the Commission on Presidential Debates announced the showdown slated for October 15th will be virtual. The CPD announced early Tuesday that the second presidential debate will take the form of a town meeting in which the candidates would participate from separate remote locations. Steve Scully of C-SPAN is still set to moderate the second presidential debate from Miami. But in a Fox Business interview Thursday, the president said he would not take part in a virtual debate. And I just wholeheartedly agree on that, because it's bad. Trump's refusal to join virtual debate shows his fear of not being able to impose his personality on the showdown. Yeah, probably. I mean, that's a lot of it. It's about asserting your dominance over the other person, and you got to be able to do that in person. You can't do that over a virtual debate stage. And yeah, I'm sorry, like CNN, at least you're being a bit honest on that. I will agree with you on a bit of this, but your intentions are just bad. That's kind of the more real reason here. And they say President Donald Trump's refusal to accept a new plan for a virtual second presidential debate reflects how such an event would likely limit his capacity to dominate the stage and trample the rules in a bid to launch a comeback against Democrat Joe Biden. I agree with the first part, but I definitely don't agree with the second part. And Joe Biden would just do horrible anyways. I guarantee you if Trump just lets Biden talk, he'll do awful. The decision by the Commission on Presidential Debates to hold a remote encounter next week follows Trump's diagnosis with COVID-19 after the White House became a blah, 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 talking about coronavirus. So then they just talk about that. Then we go to Breitbart. Commission declares second Trump-Biden presidential debate will be virtual. Second presidential debate between President Donald Trump and Democrat nominee Joe Biden will now be a virtual contest and not in person. It was announced Thursday morning. So they basically just go over that. This says the president's own campaign team then issued a confirmation of his rejection. We also have that here, so I'll read it. Further statement from the Trump campaign on CPD unilateral decision on virtual debate. The American people should not be deprived of the chance to see the two candidates for president debate face-to-face two more times just because the Commission on Presidential Debates wants to protect Joe Biden. It remains extremely suspect that the CPD announced the brand new virtual format at 7:30 a.m. ET today, immediately after Vice President Mike Pence had just wiped the floor with Senator Kamala Harris. Clearly, the commission wanted to shift attention away from Pence's complete victory. As President Trump said, a virtual debate is a non-starter and would clearly be a gift to Biden because he would be relying on his teleprompter from his basement bunker. Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised. I mean, why not? If it's going to be virtual, then there's no telling what's going to be behind the camera. It's already, you don't know what's behind the camera and in the debate. But at least it's in person. Voters should have the opportunity to directly question Biden's 47-year failed record of leadership. We agree that this should happen on October 22nd, and accordingly, the third debate should then be shifted back 1 week to October 29th. The CPD and the media cannot hide Joe Biden forever. Americans deserve to hear directly from both presidential candidates on these dates, October 22nd and 29th. Bill Stepien, Trump 2020 campaign manager. Yeah, like I said, I got to agree with it. That's pretty much it. I don't know what to really say on this too much. It really isn't anything. So I guess we'll talk about Pelosi a bit. Pelosi questions Trump's health, saying we're going to be talking about the 25th Amendment. Pelosi questioned how long President Trump has had coronavirus. House Speaker Nancy Pelosi made a dramatic announcement during her weekly press conference Thursday by telling reporters that she intends to discuss a constitutional measure I had a burp. To remove President Trump from office following questions regarding Trump's health as he recovers from coronavirus. The 25th Amendment allows for the vice president to become acting president if it is determined that the president is unable to discharge the powers and duties of his office. Tomorrow, by the way, come here tomorrow, Pelosi said. We're going to be talking about the 25th Amendment. Is it tomorrow, Pelosi? Are you sure? Should I come back tomorrow? Not the next day? Tomorrow? Jeez. What is it with them and just like repeating themselves over and over again like that? Pelosi had earlier questioned the status of Trump's health as well as exactly how long he has had COVID-19. I think that the public needs to know the health condition of the president, Pelosi said. There's one question that he refused to answer. When was his last negative test? Pelosi said that this information is necessary in order to make a judgment about the actions that were taken after that. Pretty sure they said that the last negative test was like 1 day before the debate, but yeah. Apparently, I guess he's never had a negative test now. Let us see a date, a time when you last tested negative, she added. I'm pretty sure they'll come up with one pretty easily. The 25th Amendment requires a declaration of the president's inability from the vice president in either a majority of either the heads of executive branch departments or of such other body as Congress may be law provide, to be sent to the Speaker of the House, in this case Pelosi, and the President pro tempore of the Senate, currently Senator Chuck Grassley, Republican from Iowa. So, I think Pelosi's going to try to make a power grab, because if she can try to get Trump on the 25th Amendment for coronavirus, and then if Pence gets sick, then bam, she can then try to be up in the lead. Ooh, this could be one of the coup plans. I mean, they're talking about a coup, and when they start coming up with stuff like this, it almost becomes just almost more apparent. And really, Pelosi, like, this almost just feels like a power grab, to be honest. Because what's to stop you then? If like you get through with this with Trump then having COVID, then what makes you stop you from then saying Pence has it and then be like, oh, but then they still have it. They're gonna have it for the next 17 years. I'm Nancy Pelosi. I don't know Nancy Pelosi really, so I don't know her, voice. I can't do her voice. I'm sorry, guys. I failed hard. Oh no. Anyways, while the amendment allows for Congress to pass a law that would create a body to sign off on such a declaration, Pelosi would have to convince Senate Republicans to go along with it, plus Vice President Mike Pence would also have to sign the declaration as well, which would be highly unlikely. Yeah, it's not gonna happen. I think she's just trying to do a power grab. That's pretty much what it seems like. And so I guess with, the virtual debate, we'll see if it's going to be a virtual debate. We're going to see if it's going to be an in-person debate. Actually, it's probably not going to be a virtual debate. It'll be an in-person debate, or we're just going to have a Trump rally then on the 15th, I guess. So, okay, well, we'll see. We'll see. I'd rather have an in-person presidential debate, but that's me. All right, this is the last video of the day. I will see you then tomorrow. Have a good one.